Hi guys, so I'm going to just show you the extra activity that I would like you to complete today. This will allow me to know if you understand how to find the area of a rectangular object by actually measuring something that you have in your own home. So, what I would like you to do is find something that is in the shape of a rectangle. So, we're finding the surface area, okay, of an object. So, something I'm looking at my desk here is I have a rectangular pad of paper. So, what you could do simply is measure the length and the width. With something this small, I could actually use a ruler. Or you could maybe measure a top of a rectangular table. Now, you may need a yardstick or a tape measure for something like that. Or the top of a laptop if it's square or rectangular. So, what I would like you to do is find your object of your choice. Now, I'm going to show you an example of what I did. Now, the paper I'm going to show you, your Google Doc, is going to look like the Google Doc shown here. So, I'm going to do my example. I'm going to show you exactly what I did to solve this. So, my object, I got a mirror. So I got a nice wall mirror. I'd like to hang it up in my house. But before I do that, I want to measure to see the area it would take up on my wall space. So what I did is I used a tape measure, just like this one, and I measured the length and I measured the width. Now the length of my mirror is 23 inches and my width was 19 inches. So, before I get started, it says measurement used. I used a tape measure. If you use something else like a ruler, you would put a ruler there or a yardstick, for example. Now, the unit I used, I measured in inches. So, you're just going to type inches. The length I measured the mirror is 23 inches exactly. And then my width is 19 inches exactly. Now, when you're measuring, if something is very close to the next inch, you may round up. But if you have, let's say, 19 and a half, you would write it as 19.5 inches. Or if you have 19 and 3/4, you would write 19.75. But if it's just a little off, I would recommend rounding up, just in case that may help you. Now the area of my object, to find the area of this rectangular object, you would need to take your length times your width. I have my calculator handy for this. So I'm going to multiply 23 times 19 and I get 437. And I'm going to write square inches. Remember to always put your square. That's very important. Now what I'm going to do, excuse me, is I'm going to add a picture. Now, I took a picture with my cell phone, and what I did is I saved it to my Google Drive. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the insert image. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to scroll down to Drive because that's where I save my photo. It pops up here. Now, my little picture icon here is in the way, so I'm going to have to minimize it. I'm going to click Insert. Okay, so it's rather big, and I'm going to wrap text. It's easier to move a picture that way. And then I'm going to make it smaller. Okay, and that's how you would insert your image. Now, if you're having any problems with your image, you can always email it to me, or you can go back to the insert image and you can search from the web of an object that's very similar to the object that you measured. So right here, wall mirror is what I measured. So I could insert this image because I measured something very similar looking. And then I would hit insert. But since I already have my picture here, I'm just going to leave it as is. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. Everyone is going to get a copy, their own copy of this measurement page, and I want you to fill it out and please submit it so then I can look at different things that you measured in your home that are rectangular objects. Thanks, guys. Please let me know if you have any questions at all.